everyone, I am Nixie and welcome to April's Manga and Danmei haul. We got a few very exciting things this month that we picked up. So as always, I'm going to go publisher by publisher. We'll start off with the random few volumes that I picked up from a couple of different publishers. So the first one is My Best Friend is an Eldritch Horror Volume 1. I thought something a little different. I really liked the look of the cover. I know the covers definitely get me. This is a graphic novel, so we've got full color, which is nice as well. But yeah, I don't know, it just sounded fun, you know. So this is by Volt, I believe. Yeah, Volt. But yeah, it sounded interesting, guys, so I went ahead and picked that up. From Blaze Manga, we have volume 4 of Centaurs. Really enjoying this series so far. I really like this creator's work as well, so if you are into sort of fantasy and there's a lot of hybrid human / creatures, mythical creatures, if you're into that type of thing, then I think you would really enjoy this. They do have another English release, which is a bunch of short stories called Our Torsos Align. It's quite a thick volume from 7 Seas as well, but I do enjoy this creator's work. They do a BL under a different name, which is MADK, which is not for the faint of heart. It's just 3 volumes, but it is a good story, but definitely not for the faint of heart. Then from Kuma, we have Haberdashery Jimamoxai Part 2. So this, whenever Kuma has things releasing, I always sort of don't expect it on the release date. I always expect it to be pushed back a little while, which they usually are, but it's a very small team, and I believe that there's only one person who's the editor or whatever. So things tend to just get pushed back. Like I say, they're a very small team. But they do, I really like the format that they print their manga in. It's very much like Japanese manga. But yeah, I really like the presentation that they do. And then we have from Oni Press, we have volume 5 of Covenant. I really enjoy this webtoon. It's religious based BL. The artwork is always super gorgeous, but yeah, very much been enjoying this series, very much, you know, fighting demons and all of that. We have from Square Enix, we have Love in the Palm of His Hand. Volume 3 is now out as well. And then from Dark Horse, we have volume 2 of Lone Wolf and Cub. This was their next series that was getting the very special deluxe treatment. I love the way that they decided to go with this, the cover, the texture, everything. I really like the way that they did this. Moving on to Sublime, we had a couple of releases from Sublime this month. We had Engage Volume 4. If you've been around on this channel, you know that I really love this series. These 2 characters I love together. I really like their dynamic and what they sort of bring out in each other, the growth between the 2. I really like it. I think this is the author's strongest work so far, because there's a whole universe with a bunch of characters, and she's sort of focused on different couples throughout the different releases. So it's Sayonara Game, Change World, Love Nest Second. There's the second part to Love Nest, and then she went on to Engage, which was the characters that I really wanted to see. So I'm so happy that she's also making it a little bit longer as well. But yeah, I really like these 2 characters in this series. Next we have Trickster's Tale Volume 2, which I'm yet to read, but look how pretty the cover is. I'm very excited to get into this one actually. Moving on to Tokyo Pop, we've got a couple of releases. First off, we have World's End Bluebird Volume 4. This actually came out a little bit ago. I had this on pre-order for the longest time, and I finally got my hands on a copy. But yeah, this released like a little while ago, but very excited to binge through this one. Then new release, we have volume 2 of Fated Not to Meet. We have a new release, a new one shot. We have A Nightingale Awaits the Blooming Love of Spring. A very long title there. And then we have I Want to See Me in Your Eyes, which is just a one shot. Sometimes like it's kind of hard to read. I know it says it like right there, but sometimes like the script I find hard to like read a little bit of like what the title is, especially when it's a long one. And then I've been anticipating this one, Waiting for You at the End of the Runway. This is a actor based manga, and again, if you've been around on the channel, I really like idols, actors, like those type of romances. I really like those. Anything that's got like a sort of creative characters in, I'm all for. And the artwork in this one is so pretty, like absolutely beautiful. So very excited to get into this one. Moving on to Viz Media, just a couple from Viz. We have Twisted Wonderland, the manga of Book of Scarabia. So this is volume 1. I really like all the covers on this. Like, I feel like these aren't the most like super in-depth, like lots of layers to the story and everything, but they are just like a fun read. Then we have volume 11 of Trojan X. So this is from the same creator as Tokyo Ghoul. I really also as well love the artwork for like all of these covers, like so good. And I like how it's all white base. It makes like the artwork stand out even more, and it looks really nice like on the shelf as well because they're all uniform. I'm still missing volume 6. If any of you guys will remember that I've been trying to get my hands on volume 6 so I can continue reading on. This wasn't like my favorite sort of story when I first started reading this, but then after a couple of volumes I got really invested into it, so like it's a bit frustrating that I'm like still waiting volume 6 so I can like binge through the rest of the series because I want to see what's happening. Moving on to Vertical, we have volume 3 of Megahara. I always butcher this name as well. We love a Megaverse over here as well. And then we have, this looks super cute, so I was excited for this, Honey Bee and Lemon Balm volume 1. Like, look how cute that cover looks, guys. But yeah, this is a BL ex Yakuza base. We also love a Yakuza mafia story, like romance. We love that over here. And then volume 2 of Shoot Juliet Down. I really enjoyed the first volume of this. This is a BL. It's about host club guys who sort of like get involved with each other. If you liked Mizuki, which is published from Tokyo Pop, if you like that story, I think you would really like this one. So I'm very excited that volume 2 is now out, and I can't wait to read this one because, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the first volume. Next we have If It's You. We're also on to Yen Press. If It's You, I Might Try Falling in Love volume 3. Look at this adorable cover. But yeah, this is a BL. Then we have this should have released a little while ago, but I've only just got my copy. This is the second volume of DN Angel. So this is a reprint. Yen Press is now like reprinting DN Angel, which is very nice. They're doing like these really nice covers as well. I love like the gold that they're doing on these covers, and it's got like a slight pearlescent, you probably can't see it on camera, but like pearlescent sheen to it as well, which I really like. They do feel very sturdy as well, which also I like if it's a larger print size. So yeah, if you've been wanting to get your hands on this, like I say, Yen Press are reprinting the series, because I know the other volumes, they've been like out of print for a while now. And then Ice Press, we have the final volume of Loverboy, so this is volume 5, which is now out as well. And then moving on to our final publisher, we are moving on to Seven Seas, which always seem to like dominate my manga hauls. So I finally, guys, again, if you remember ages ago, I had this on pre-order and I've only just finally got it. It is volume 3 of It Takes More Than a Pretty Face to Fall in Love. I really liked, this is a shoujo, I really liked the first 2 volumes of this. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first 2 volumes, and I was really eager to get the next volumes, and for whatever reason it's just taken me ages to like finally get volume 3, because also volume 5 released this month as well, so at least I've got like a good chunk of content to sort of like binge through. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first 2 volumes of that. Next, we have a Spicy BL. We have Dear Sister, I Become a Blessed Maiden. This sounds like it's gonna be one of those like absolutely like just insane nonsense kind of like stories where it's just like, what on earth is happening? But yeah, this is a isekai, I believe, where he basically gets turned into a maiden thanks to this guy who had been trying to summon someone. So yeah, he basically gets turned into a maiden for this guy in another world. Yeah, it just sounds like one of those like really fun but really kind of like out there kind of reads. And then another BL, we have volume 1 of Everything for the Demon King, Everlonger. Yeah, volume 1. I feel like that this was kind of like pushed back, or I've been waiting a little while to like actually get that one. Next, from Steamship, we have I think it's a webtoon. Yeah, a webtoon. I picked up volume 1 and 2 of Winter Wolf, which I kind of been keeping my eye on as well. I do kind of feel like the steamships, the more that they've licensed, have been like a little bit like hit and miss, because I'm not overly into that damsel in distress kind of like love story where a lot of the times the female lead is very much like hopeless, and it kind of feels like the guy lead is a pretty like a bad red flag, and sort of like just takes advantage of her, but like not in kind of like a, I don't know, to me it's not always in like a romantic like kind of book talk kind of way, if you know what I mean. Like it's just like a little bit icky. I find some of it, so like I do feel like some of the steamship titles have been a little bit hit and miss. Like there's some gems in there, absolutely, but yeah, I'm hoping that this one's gonna be really good as well, because the story sounds interesting as well. But I haven't read it yet, so we'll see if I get the next volume. And then one that I was so excited to get licensed, very excited. If you want wholesome, if you want super cute but still a mature read, for BL, we have an amazing webtoon. It's Our Sunny Days. Guys, this, I love this creator's work. They've got a couple of other stories that are up on Lezen that are completed as well, but yeah, I really like this author's work, and I have loved Our Sunny Days so much. It's so wholesome, it's so freaking cute, it's just adorable. Like, so I highly recommend that if you want a nice BL to read, where there's a little bit of drama, but nothing like too like crazy. I highly recommend this. It's super cute. I love it so much, and I'm so happy to have like a physical volume of that. Then lastly, moving on to the Danmei that was released this month, we have volume 6 of Kin Porsche. I feel like these volumes are getting thinner and thinner as they're released, but that's a Mafia BL. And then we have volume 2 of the Villain's White Halo. I'm kind of torn as to what to read next, because I finished Mistakenly Saving the Villain. Really enjoyed that one. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that one. So I do know that I've still got There's Something Wrong with the Chief volume 2 to read, because I really liked the first volume of that as well. That's only a short one, that's only 4 volumes, and volume 3 comes out in May. So I don't know whether to catch up with that one or the Villain's White Halo next, maybe. But there's also the White Cat's Divine Scratching Post. There's another volume of that coming out. So guys, there's so much like Danmei choice. Like, leave down below what Danmeis you've been reading, what you've really enjoyed. Because I feel like if you're a Danmei fan, you definitely like spoiled for choice of like what you want to like, what you can read. So yeah, I don't know whether to do the Villain's White Halo or the Divine Cat Scratching Post. Both of those I think probably pretty high up on my priority list to like read pretty soon. Then we have volume 5 of Legend of Exorcism. Really like these covers, guys. It looks very sad. Then we have volume 3 of Copper Coins as well. I'm very intrigued by this one as well. I've heard good things about it. And then we have volume 7 of Ballad of Sword and Wine. I've been enjoying this series. Like, I kind of got a little bit confused at the beginning, like because it is quite like political heavy. So I was getting like a little bit confused with like characters and stuff, but I guess are you really reading a Danmei if you don't get confused by like characters' names and stuff? But that's all of the Danmei. Like I said, I finished reading Mistakenly Saving the Villain. I very much enjoyed that. But like this month, I've kind of been catching up on like anime that I've sort of like fell back on. So I finally caught up with the 2nd season of Apothecary Diaries, which I love that series so much. Like, that's such a fun like series to watch that I definitely want to pick up the manga. But then we got the announcement that along with, obviously, there's the manga, there's the light novels as well, that they were also licensed and releasing the manga adaptation of the light novels. I was slightly confused, like obviously don't know like what material they've been taken from for the already released manga, but I kind of thought that it would have taken from the source material. Maybe not, I don't know. So now I'm in two minds of like what would be the best like format to collect Apothecary Diaries in, like wait for the light novel manga adaptation or just like pick up the manga that's released already. It's kind of a little confusing. But I also like caught up with the 2nd season of Free Run, which again, I love that series. I want to pick up the manga for that series as well, but like it did feel really short if you watched it, didn't it? Like I feel like it felt very short because the 1st season was 24 episodes and then the 2nd one was only 10, so I was a little bit like I feel like we need more, but that's because I love that series as well. So yeah, I like finally caught up on those. I also watched season 2 of Kaiju number 8 as well. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah, and they like the cliffhanger that they left it at in the anime. Like they did the exact same thing as what they did in the manga, and like clear off at the same point. Because I remember like reading that volume of the manga and being like, no, there's no way that you can't leave it there. Like you can't leave it on a cliffhanger like that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy that series as well. I think that's like one of my absolute favorite like shonen series. But yeah, so I finally caught up on that. I know that's been out for a little while now. But they did such a good job. I do kind of like feel a little bit like that the anime is like really good and how they've done it and everything, but compared to the manga, I feel like the way that it's animated is like maybe not as serious as like that the manga, as in like the style. I don't know, like I'm sure there's people out there that will know exactly what I mean, but like some of the characters are done a little like on the goofier side, like without trying to be rude or anything, which like because all of the characters are like such baddies in the manga and stuff that I feel like a little bit of that is taken away. Sorry, the door went. But yeah, I kind of feel like it's taken away a little bit in the anime, like slightly more on the goofier side, if that makes sense. I've also been trying to catch up on the second season of Trigun, so the Trigun Stargaze. Like, I don't think it's I absolutely don't think it's a bad season. But I enjoyed the first season so much that I don't think the second season is living up to the first season, but I'm not saying that it's bad at all. But I'm only like halfway through, but I'm finding myself like struggling a little bit to get through the second season, and I don't know why. Because like I have been enjoying it, but it's just felt like more of a struggle to like get through the second season. I've also as well as been keeping up to date with Witch Hat Atelier. That's like, yeah, I've really been enjoying that because I thoroughly enjoyed like Freerun, and I felt like the second season obviously was a lot shorter. The Witch Hat is coming like at a really good time to sort of like scratch a little bit of that itch. So if you really like things like Freerun, like more slice of life but with some action and stuff in there, I think you will really like Witch Hat as well. And again, like watching the anime, like usually I like to read the manga and then watch the anime, but like that is made me want to pick up the manga because it wasn't something that was really on my radar to sort of like pick up the manga for. But I know that they're just releasing as well like the grimoire editions, which look really nice, the hardcovers. But yeah, I've always like heard a lot of people say how good the manga is, and then obviously, yeah, watching like the anime, it does make me want to pick up the manga because yeah, I've thoroughly been enjoying that as well. I have been watching that in sub because I feel a little like the voice acting is great, like the English voice acting is great, but like everyone seems like very British, like a very thick strong British accent that was just like making me giggles a little bit. So yeah, I have been watching that in sub. I do tend to sort of kind of prefer watching sub rather than dub, unless there's some like voice actors that I really like that's in it. But yeah, I think next on my to watch list, I've heard really good things about Wistoria's Sword and Wind, I think it's called. Wistoria Wand and Sword, close. But yeah, I've been wanting to watch that because I've heard that that's really good as well. Lots of positive like reviews for that, and like the second season is just releasing. And I've heard, yeah, that the second season is really good. Someone that I follow online, like they said that it's so far it's been their front runner for this season of anime releases. So I think that's going to be next on my like to watch list. But yeah, let me know in the comments, like, what have you guys been watching? Like, what do you recommend? Because there's obviously, like with manga, there's so many like series that sometimes it is a little bit like harder to sort of like find the diamonds and like just know what to sort of like watch as well. So like with manga, I'm always open to recommendations and stuff, so definitely leave your recommendations down in the comments below so I can add even more stuff to my watch list. But yeah, because I've been watching like quite a bit of anime this month, I thought I'd include like a little segment in my manga haul as well, just to talk to you guys about it, get your thoughts on like what you've been watching as well. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and if you did enjoy the like little anime talk as well, let me know, because I can do that in the future, like in my videos as well, when I've watched a bunch of stuff like what I did this month. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye everyone.